Hey kiddos, Mrs. Green here. Just seeing if you guys are having a good break, making sure that you guys are working hard on your reading and your math. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be on our Google Classroom. I'm going to be posting some YouTube videos on there, some different things to practice. So if you need help with anything, let me know. I'll also post some practice problems on there and have different things you guys can work on. So make sure you guys are reading. If you need to work on, if you don't have any books at home, you can get on Epic. Read some of those books. You can probably work on Lexia if you have an account. But right now, I'm going to show you guys how to find fractions on a number line. So we've done this a lot, especially with my 5th graders. So I want to make sure you guys remember these things and you don't forget them. So I'm going to do some problems with you and see if you guys can figure out the answer. So here we go. All right, so we have a number line here. And we need to figure out what fraction is at this point. So who remembers how to do that? So what I want us to do is you're going to count the jumps from 0 to 1. Okay, from 0 to 1, we need to see how far it is. How much is it separated by? Because that is what our denominator is going to be. Remember, denominator means it is the bottom number. So we're going to find this number. So we're going to count our jumps from 0 to 1. Oops, sorry, make sure you guys can see this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is our denominator? 5. Now, since we're trying to find the decimal, the numerator, or the top number, is going to be how many jumps to the decimal point. So let's do it again. We have 1, 2, 3. So we know that at this point, the fraction would be 3/5. What would 1 be in this instant? What is 1? Well, we know it's all out of 5. So we're going to put an arrow right here. That's the decimal. And who remembers what a whole number would be? If the denominator is 5, then we know the numerator should also be 5, because that would equal 1 whole. If we created 5 slices and then we shade in 5, that is 1 whole thing shaded. So let's see if we are right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 would be 5/5. All right, let's look at the next problem. This one has a lot more tallies in it, so we're going to have a lot more jumps. So remember, the denominator is going to tell us how many jumps. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're at 8. The numerator is going to be how many jumps to the decimal. I'm going to give you guys a little minute to do this on your own. Okay, now let's count the jumps, see what we get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're close to that whole number, but we're not quite there. So we are at 7/8. All right, let's do one more problem. See if you guys can figure it out. Remember, the denominator tells us how many parts this is split into, or how many jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our numerator is going to be how many jumps to that point. Which this one's pretty easy. 1. So we are at 1/6. All right, let's see who remembers from the first problem. What is our whole number going to be in this case? What is the whole number going to be? We know that's out of 6 parts, so that's our denominator. And then you guys could count how many jumps it takes to get to the 1. Or you can know to make it a whole, it needs to be the same, which would be 6, 6. And this is kind of why it would be a whole number. So here's my box. Denominator tells me how many sections, which is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the numerator tells me how many are shaded. And if we want it to be a whole number, that means everything needs to be shaded. So we have one whole section shaded, which is why it would be 6 out of 6, which equals 1. Let me know if you guys got any of those answers correct. Let me know if you want some more problems. If you understand it and ready for some harder problems, just let me know. All right, I hope you guys are still working hard at home. See you later.